Hello, my name is Jen. I am the Unorthodox Healer. This is a collective tarot reading. Oh, look at my dreadful shuffling. That's not a good start, is it? This is a collective tarot reading for the new moon, which is on the 25th of June. This is also kind of combined with a reading for the solstice, which was the 21st of June. The period of time that we're in at the moment is a very dynamic one. Previously, so far in the year, we've had sort of 5-6 months of kind of planning what you want to do, how you want to live your life. And now this is about actually doing those things, putting those plans in place after all of that waiting that we've been doing. Now, the combination of the new moon in Cancer and the solstice, which marks either the longest day if you're in the northern hemisphere or the shortest day if you're in the southern hemisphere, and either the shorter nights are coming or the longer nights are coming if you're down south, so to speak, because I'm in Scotland in the northern hemisphere. The new moon in particular has been about shedding karma, letting karma go, and looking at the cycles that you are in and have been in maybe all of your life. This could be self-sabotage and you don't realise that you're doing it. It could be not being honest with yourself about the people that are around you, the life that you lead, the things that you think. Because we do attract in what we say, what we think, and how we act. Self-sabotage is something that we all do, and it's all very well us saying we want to eat better, we want to be exercising, we want more money, we want an easier life. Most of the time, despite us saying these things, we will put things in our paths so that these things won't actually ever happen for us. Excuse me. And again, this is being human. We could change our lives if we wanted to, if we really wanted to that badly. You know, if you're in a horrific relationship with somebody, the chances are, unless there is maybe physically a reason why you can't get out of it, that you will get out of it. So if you're in a miserable job, why are you still in it? Why aren't you looking for another job? Now, this isn't me having a go at you, because this is gentle tarot. This is me trying to say, what is it? What barriers are you putting up? This is all about what the new moon is looking at and what the solstice was saying. But why aren't you getting the things that you say that you want? Are you self-sabotaging? Are you still saying, I want to lose weight, but there's a donut still in the cupboard, so I'll just eat that and the biscuits that I've got, and then I'll worry about the diet another time. We all do it, as I say. It's human, it's natural, but look at it. If you really want to change, look at what you're doing, and are you self-sabotaging? Are you holding yourself back? Now, this is a collective reading. That's me throwing the cards everywhere. That's cards falling out rather than jumping out. I only take cards that jump out at me. I feel like I've lectured you all. It's really the energy that we're in at the moment and trying to make us all see, because I am really bad at self-sabotaging. It's about making us all see how we can change our lives should we choose to. But it's difficult. You know, our bodies don't like change, and that doesn't help us. So, the new moon reading and a reading also for the summer solstice. The underlying energy is the Three of Swords. using the B Tarot, a beautiful, very new tarot deck for me, so we shall see what we get. So we have the Six of Wands, the Honeymoon, which is the Lovers, the Four of Jars, which is the Four of Cups, the Queen of Swords, then we have the Seven of Pentacles, the Ten of Cups, the Two of Pentacles, and the last card is the Eight of Pentacles. So, the underlying energy we have is the Three of Swords. Something's been upsetting you. Maybe it is, as we were saying at the start of this reading, that you're wanting change, that you want to be somebody completely different, that you want to be reinventing yourself, and you're not currently feeling that things are coming to fruition as you're expecting them to. But something is here which is playing on your mind, playing on your heart, pulling on your heartstrings perhaps. And there is really a feeling that you're not achieving what you want. And why is that? So with the help of Meg, my rescue old lady bulldog who's eating carrots by my feet, so I apologise for the noise, we have the Six of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles, the Lovers with the Ten of Cups, the Four of Cups with the Two of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords with the Eight of Pentacles. The Six of Wands is you reminiscing. This is you looking back to the past and feeling, why isn't it like that anymore? Why am I not getting the break that I deserve? You've been feeling as though you deserve whatever it is that you're wanting, but you just feel as though you keep falling at the last hurdle, and that's why we have this Three of Swords here as the underlying energy. The Seven of Pentacles is a really beautiful card because this is, as I always say, to quote Chris Reck, who is Minnow Pond Tarot, I think, on YouTube, the Seven of Pentacles is the juice worth the squeeze? Now, this is an interesting card. This is a new deck for me, so this isn't, some of these cards aren't so familiar to me. But this is showing that you have been putting the work in. I feel this is you behind your stall here, and you have been giving and giving and giving. You have been trying to reinvent yourself. You have been creating metaphorical lotions and potions to literally be saying, I've tried everything. Is this actually ever going to come to fruition for me? And I feel as though you're sort of a bit down about it. You want to be recognised for the work that you're doing. You want to be feeling as though you are being able to sort of reap the rewards and reap the harvest, but you're not. Now the next two cards we have are really beautiful. We have the Lovers and we have the Ten of Cups. Really, you just need to keep at what you're doing. But as I was saying at the start of the reading, are you actually putting the work in? Are you trapped in this cycle of always feeling, because you've tried hard before to change things, bring things into your life that you really want to have, and because you've had failure in the past, that you're just feeling as though there's no point anymore? The good stuff is coming. But perseverance is something that you need. And look back to a time when you maybe did have the things that you wanted, or you were in a happier, more content place in your life. And see what was happening then. What were you doing? Who were the people that you were with? Is it that I want to say that somebody is going to come back, or you will find yourself in, when you've done this work, to see as to why you're not being able to move into this life situation that you're wanting. You will either have somebody in your life who has brought you happiness before, or a situation in your life that brought you happiness before, or that you will go back to a place, and I don't mean a physical place, I mean a metaphorical and emotional place where you were happy before. Because these two are really beautiful cards. But the Lover's card, the honeymoon, is also about making a choice. This is about really seeing clearly as to what it is that is holding you back. And it seems from the reading as though this very much is a self-sabotage situation that you're in, that you're afraid to, you think that you're putting the work in, you think that you're reaping, you're sowing the seeds, but there's something stopping you, and it's a fear. We're all afraid of something, and quite often we're afraid of change, or we're almost afraid of being successful as well. I don't know, I'm doing a hypnotherapy course at the moment, and one of the examples was a very famous professional golfer that the teacher was working with. She used to do incredible rounds of golf, and then when she was leading the last few holes of golf, I apologise if anyone's a golf hater, but it's a good story, so listen. The last few holes of the final golf round, her game would go to pot. It would be awful. So she would always lose. And she went through numerous therapists, psychologists, and all sorts of things to try and figure out why she was doing this. Sports therapists, scientists, analysing her game. And this hypnotherapist stepped in. And the reason that she was self-sabotaging was because she had a fear of speaking in public. So her self-conscious was protecting herself by making her play an awful golf match at the very end, even though she was brilliant and should have won, because her mind was so terrified about the thought of actually having to speak on camera or do an announcement or have a conversation in front of people when she accepted the trophy. I think it took 20 minutes of a hypnotherapy session with this teacher, and she was cured, and she never sort of threw around ever again. And this is what I mean. Look really deep into why you're not doing these things that you want, when you're feeling as though you are doing everything right, but actually you're not, because there is a fear here. This Three of Swords is a fear of having the success and what that might bring to you. So you have to look here as to what it is that makes you happy and how you're going to actually do it. And are you being honest with yourself about what it is that you're doing and wanting? Now, the next two cards are again backing this up. The Four of Cups is about missing out. You're not looking at something properly. And you are maybe juggling too much, or you're just not looking at things clearly. This Two of Pentacles card here, this is normally about juggling something or having two directions to go in. I feel he's looking up at the Four of Jars, and there is this potential, but you're not looking at it clearly, and he also isn't looking at the pentacles that he is juggling. He's looking at the Four of Jars, and he's saying, hold on, you could be bottling that honey, but you're not. You're ruining it. Are you doing this on purpose? What is it that's distracting you? Again, this is all very much you self-sabotaging. And again, this isn't me having a go. This is just what we all do. But this is hopefully an awakening. And this is the time astrologically in this year for us to really be tackling this as well. The last two cards are really beautiful, because when you have realise that you are maybe stopping yourself from achieving this dream or this life change. That the Queen of Swords is all about, she's looking to the future, and you are in charge of your emotions. You know how you feel. You know that if you have been self-sabotaging, what you can do about it. And that clarity, once you get that clarity, you will absolutely be able to guide yourself to get the things that you want. And the Eight of Pentacles is about being able to put the work in to achieve that. You're not spilling honey anymore. You're not standing here at your stall going, gosh, I wish people would understand and see how brilliant these products are. Maybe this is about something that you make, that you're waiting for the world to see how amazing it is. Because we do have lots of jars of sort of produce here. But what is it that you're wanting to produce? This might just be metaphorical products. And again, you can see here that now you have all of this abundance. You're filling your jars easily. Nothing's getting spilt, and there is success here because you have learnt what it is that you have been doing that has been holding you back, despite thinking outwardly that you have been wanting them, doing the work properly. Maybe now is the realisation that actually you have been holding yourself back because of being afraid and scared as to what might happen if you do get these things. I hope that's been useful. If it has resonated, I would love it if you would leave me a comment. Also, liking and subscribing means that the video gets out to more people. I really, really appreciate you taking the time to get to the end of this reading, or even however far you got. But if you didn't get to the end, then you wouldn't hear me saying this and thanking you anyway. So please take care, enjoy the new moon, and let me know what it is that you're wanting for yourself. And maybe you have been self-sabotaging, but we all do it. But now is the time to change, and you will really get what it is that you're wanting. So take care. I love you guys lots, and I will speak to you again soon. Bye.